Dogecoin is officially crashing right now. It's at half the value it was a few days ago. I've lost thousands of dollars. And I bet the question on your mind is, did I sell or did I hold? Let's watch, and well, you watch, I'll talk, and we can find out. Hey everyone, this is Kevin the Apptrepreneur, and hey, if you happen to like these little crazy videos I do and you want to see more about what's coming in the future, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell notification, all that good jazz. Needless to say, let's talk about Dogecoin, or is it Dogecoin? You know, maybe I should just cut out these weird little abbreviations. People say tomato, tomato, Dogecoin. I mean, really, I wish they wouldn't put that E in there. Dogecoin makes so much more sense. The coin was considered a dog about a year ago. It has a mascot as a dog. Maybe Dogecoin's just... Anyway, so you guys were probably watching my little Dogecoin saga, because those of you who watched my little Robinhood experience know that for kind of as a serious investment and kind of for half fun, I put $1,000 into Dogecoin in late January. It wasn't the beginning of January, which would have meant the investment would have paid off a lot more. It was more near the end of January where the coins were like 8 cents a coin. But because I put a few $100s into it when it was less than a cent, it averages out to about 3 cents a coin. And last weekend, the thing just went absolutely crazy, peaking at, I think, 47 cents a coin. And then it went down to like 30 cents a coin, and I made the bold proclamation that I would not sell until it hit $1. And well, this morning, it's at like 23 cents a coin. It might even be a little higher, a little lower whenever this gets published. Such is the whole crypto uncertainty thing. Seriously, crypto is more stressful than stock. And here's the thing. Even though my portfolio peaked at about $31,000 to $32,000, it went down to about $24,000 last night. Now it is up again today, because the stock market in general is up, but there is a $8,000 loss, but there's also a $5,000 or more gain. So the question is, what am I going to do with all that Dogecoin that I have? Well, here's the thing. I was thinking long and hard about this because I started the whole Robinhood thing as a investment experiment. And I pretty much wanted to see where could I take a portfolio if I started pretty much from the ground to the bottom of the ground, scratch, no previous savings, and I had to like just put in $50 to $100 a week. You know, what would come out of that at the end of the year? And you all saw, like right before the markets crashed, it was like $12,000 increase. And thanks to the Dogecoin, my portfolio actually got to, at one point, a more than $20,000 increase. Now it is about $15,000 to $17,000 increase. And the big question was, because Dogecoin went up a lot. Like when it goes from like your average cost of 3 cents a coin and then it goes to 47 cents a coin, you've got a pretty big return on investment. I had an over $10,000 return on investment off of a basically $1,100 put in. And it was fun, but then of course it starts going down. And once it starts going down, even just a few cents, you start shaving hundreds, if not thousands of dollars off your portfolio value. And then it's not that fun anymore. Now, last night, it was recommended to me. I didn't go searching it out, but I saw this video from Minority Mindset. And this is a financial advisor on YouTube, and it's his first video I saw, and I actually watched a few more of his. He's actually really good. So if you haven't seen Minority Mindset, he's actually almost at 1 million subscribers. Maybe we should, in fact, I'm going to give him a thumbs up on this one because this was a good video. And he explained Dogecoin in very simple terms. And, you know, what's interesting about him is, unlike other videos that do the whole can it get to $1 and they're mostly young people, this guy is a middle-aged man, some maybe in his mid-40s, early 50s, who knows. And he explained, what do you want to do when you put money into Dogecoin? Do you want to invest or do you want to gamble? Now, he says he doesn't like gambling. He gambled $7 at one point, didn't really enjoy it, moved on, hasn't gambled since. I don't like gambling either. And that was like the first thing that struck me, because when I put $1,000 into Dogecoin, granted, it was money, surplus money. It was basically the house's money, and I was playing with the house's money. So it was fun at that point, and it yielded results far better than I actually could have predicted. I mean, there was hope that it would break out into the stratosphere, but actually doing so is a completely different thing than hoping it will break into the stratosphere. Now, what was important for me at the end of this video is that he asked the question, can it get to $1? And then he explained a very simple mathematical thought for whether or not it could get to $1. And after hearing that thought and after thinking about it, I realized that while it is not impossible for the Dogecoin to get to $1, it is statistically and mathematically almost impossible for it to get to $1. The stars can align. He laid out a very clear vision of how it could get there, but would we ever get there? Probably not, especially since Dogecoin is kind of seen as a get-rich-quick crypto right now, and once that feeling fades, I think the climbing will slow down. Now, it is on a downturn right now, and I do believe it will have an upturn again, but you might want to keep that in mind if you're going to invest in this. So I took this information, and I thought about what the original point of the Robinhood portfolio was, and I decided to make a huge decision. Did I sell my Dogecoin or did I keep it? Well, if you look right here, I do have a lot of Dogecoin still. I still have almost $5,000 in Dogecoin, but that's a lot less than what I had yesterday because I decided to sell about $3,000 worth of Dogecoin last night, which was 14,028 coins. I still have 19,178 coins of Dogecoin. Now, why $3,000? Well, because I think this actually will help out with both of the things that I want to do with Dogecoin. When I first got into Dogecoin, it was kind of a half fun, half investment thing. And so as a result of what's going on right now, I decided to treat it equally. Like, okay, I still want this to be half fun, but half investment. So since I put about $1,000 into this coin, I took $3,000 out of this coin. Because you know what? Triple your money back. That is a great return. That is usually not even how it does. You're usually lucky if you double your money back. Here, I more than tripled it. So I took triple my investment plus double, so $3,000. And this would do two things. First of all, it would protect my investment portion of Dogecoin. Actually, it'll do three things. And the second thing, it will, show that I now take some reward from that investment. And three, it still allows me to keep Dogecoin, at least a, certain percentage, and I can still have fun. Now, here's another thing that it does. It lowers my portfolio diversity. Now, right now, the portfolio diversity for Dogecoin takes up 17.35% of my portfolio. And I've mentioned in previous videos that this got as high as 40%, and that's scary because that means if this stupid coin goes up or down a penny, it wildly shaves or adds value to the portfolio. That is a type of fluctuation that is just stressful. By more than having that right now, and it's still way too much of the portfolio, I still have to put more money in this portfolio to dilute this a little bit and make it less of an anchor, because again, that if this thing goes to zero, that's 18% pretty much of my portfolio, of my value in the Robinhood app that goes away. So I want to get this number lower, preferably without selling this right away. But this did reduce that, and it meant that I could also increase my stakes in other things. I did decide, even though Nikola has not been a great winner so far, it is at the lowest price it's ever been, but they have made some deals recently. I'm looking into it. It looks like they will have a rebirth coming soon. Again, none of this is financial advice. I'm doing this for me. Talk to a financial advisor before you buy anything. But I've decided, okay, you know what? I'm going to double down on Nikola, 100 shares. That will be the end of that. And if this thing now gets to $25, I've made my money back and then some. And if it doesn't, well, that's a couple $1,000s I lost, I guess. But there you go. I also increased my stake in STPK, and that's actually doing very well today. I do think that could be a breakout stock. Again, not financial advice though. I also increased my share in Coca-Cola. Ultimately, I do want to have about 120 Coca-Cola stocks, because with 120 Coca-Cola stocks in the reinvestment dividends thing, that's getting 2 Coca-Cola stocks every quarter, 4 times a year, 8 stocks a year. You do that for all of it, like that's a great return on investment. But I didn't want to completely have, because since a lot of these stocks will be sold in a year or two when it's time to buy a house, the Coca-Cola stock is like the one stock that I'm pretty determined not to sell until I'm retired. So just throwing that out there. And then finally, just because it wouldn't be a YOLO type of investment, I decided I am going to invest in Naked. I put about $231 into this. I bought 400 shares. Now, a year ago, like February last year, it was $1.65. But 5 years ago, like at one point, a few years ago, it was at $634. Now, I'm not going to think that it's going to get to that much. But you know what? Hey, if it can get back to here again, that would be great. So this is kind of the speculative stock. This is the YOLO. You only live once. I will be totally fine if I lose that money. Again, we're playing with the house's money, and now we're playing with the house's money. So my final thoughts on Dog. Why am I even keeping some of it if I felt, iffy enough that I decided to sell at least $3,000? Because I do think there is going to be another upswing. But the thing is, it was just too volatile. It's like, I figure, now's the time to protect the investment so that, hey, you didn't think much was going to come from it, but now you got 3 times much back, and then you can have some extra money in. This is just completely speculative. It's completely fun. And here's the thing. If that $5,000 in Dogecoin goes to zero, then you know what? That's not going to be fun. But hey, it was extra money. I didn't earn it or anything like that. It was just a little extra on the side. So I'm going to stick in there with Dogecoin. I do think it will swing again. Now, if it goes above 40 cents a coin again, I will put a stop loss on it this time, because I think realistically 70 cents a coin, maybe a little more than that, is the highest it can go. So that's my personal thought after thinking about it. From what this guy said, that's what it sounds like to me. I did get to reinvest it. That's a great thing to do. And, I'm still going to have fun. Now, interestingly, even as I sold this, I still bought more Dogecoin, because Webull now lets you buy Dogecoin on their app, and I had $14 just kind of lingering on Webull, and I decided to use $14, buy some Dogecoin there. So I guess I'm still kind of in the game. Again, it's all play money, and what do you know? I just went above 25,000 again. I love it when that happens. But anyway, that's where I'm at right now with the Dogecoin, and I will keep you up to date on all of that. Again, be careful whatever money you invest. I mean, I'm not a financial expert, but I will give you this one little piece of advice. Never spend what you aren't willing to lose. And at the end of the day, even though I said I was willing to lose that $1,000, since it was statistically almost impossible for Dogecoin to get to $1 a coin, why even risk that? Just take the money, take your profit, put it somewhere else, and you can still have some left over. So hey, if it gets to 50 or 60 or 70 at one point, then you can still sell it, and it would be a huge return on profits. But I'm not pulling it out, because unless I reinvest it, I got to pay serious taxes on that. So that's another thing to keep in mind. But anyway, I would like to know what all of you think about this. Do you still have your Dogecoin? Did you sell it? When are you going to get into Dogecoin? I would love to know what you think. Comment below, like, favorite, share, subscribe. Oh, and by the way, one more thing. If you haven't yet, you can subscribe to Webull. You can subscribe to Robinhood in both cases, and Coinbase. Referral links all below. You can't buy Dogecoin on Coinbase right now, but on Robinhood and Webull, you can buy them and trade them. And when you sign up using my link, you get free stocks to help, mitigate the blow in case something bad happens. But if you want to get into investing, use the links below. You will get free stocks. And as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.